Hi everyone, it's I'll put the knife away. Hi, it's Andrew, and this is LC, of course, as you well know. I've just got home from work in the lashing rain, and I found this sitting on the doorstep, and it is also soaking wet. So I quickly got changed, got dried off, and we're going to unbox this. Now this is, well, if you can't, you can see the title of the video, right? This is the P408 Hummer. As you can see there. This is the green one, I hope. That's the one I ordered anyway. But here it is. And this, I should remind you, it's not pretty obvious. This is a genuine unboxing. I literally have not seen this. I haven't retaped the box or fixed this in any way. So I'm seeing this for the first time just like you are, obviously, aside from the million videos I've watched already. I'll go through some of the basics here on the box. Zoom in. Right. So what have we got? I'll move the box past the camera. It's going to be easiest, isn't it? So it's got a 550 sized brushed motor in it, with all manner of statistics that mean absolutely nothing to me. Yeah, all sorts of measurements, shaft sizes, torque ratings, motor gear, 0.6, 12 teeth. Okay, all sorts of useful stuff there. Front and rear steering axles. Well, they look metal in the picture, and I understand that they are metal. All metal gears and so on. There's the transmission. It is a 2-speed transmission, I believe. Yes, high-low. The wheels, beadlocks, of course. These tyres are criticised for being very hard, but it's quite a heavy truck apparently, so that's probably why they're hard. They're not going all soft and squishy, maybe won't suit this vehicle so much. So, and we've got 4-wheel drive, of course. It comes with a machine gun, it comes with an alloy frame. Oh, I'm going to knock all this stuff off the hatch there. So an all metal alloy frame, lovely. It's got an opening back, where are you? You can see that? Yeah, it's got opening back hatch, opening bonnet. Again, you can take the roof off. Oh, there you go. So it's got the whole scale interior, which is great. It's got obviously portal axles, I think you're all aware. It's also got independent front suspension. It has a picture of these aeroplane stick controller on the side. I hope it doesn't have one. This is, let me tell you, there are two versions of this truck. There's the version that comes with all the lights and the sound, 16 channels and all the rest of that good stuff. This isn't it. Or at least I didn't order that. I ordered the more simpler one, which is why I got it so cheap. That should have a traditional pistol controller, 3 channels, no lights, no sound, which is all good. Don't want all that stuff. If you want a real thorough look at one of these Hummers, I'll put the link below. Go check him out. Great. I'm not going to try and do any of that stuff, right? Let me just get this out of the way, because what I then have is a big suitcase. How cool is that? Magnets in the polystyrene holding the lid on. Brilliant, right. Oh no! Oh no! It does come with the stick controller. Oh lordy. Anyway, okay. Because I'm just going to crash with this, right? This is just not going to be a pretty sight. Okay, so anyway, there you go, that's that. Like I said, I've not opened this yet, so I don't really know what I've got here. It's the right colour. But look at that, isn't that awesome? Just sandwiched in. I can't open it because of the cover, but just sandwiched in there, rock solid, steady as a rock. And I've got to say, she's pretty big. It is pretty big. So it's quite wide, it feels very wide. Now I'm going to just lift this out, I guess. Don't see. There's the snorkel. It's metallic. It's not metal, it's metallic of some sort. And here she comes. Oh. Here she comes. Come on, big girl. My goodness, she's heavy. Okay, so we're up on the workbench and I've got the Marauder out, my Axial 10-2 Marauder. Well, killer body Marauder shell obviously on the top there. Just as a comparison, and look, so this is kind of what, this is the odd thing about the Hummers. They are, and this is borne out to some degree with real life videos as well. They're not quite as big as you think. They're significantly lower than your average kind of, I mean this is a big tired truck, obviously it's sitting quite high, but they're quite a lot wider. It is a good chunk wider, I think. Okay, wheel arches make it up on this, but and it's a whole lot lower. So it sits, you know, if I put that roughly where the top of the wheel would go, bonnet height to bonnet height, it's quite a low thing, and I think that was a deliberate, obviously for the Army, deliberate design. I do know they're not very big inside when you're in them, especially with all your battle gear on. Okay, we're back. So, sorry, quick battery change and a little bit of faffing about, inevitably. So, it is almost as long, a little bit wider and not as tall as my 10.2, but let me tell you, I've just obviously lifted that one up and down. Now that is a standard 10.2 chassis with metal axles, decent heavy bead locks on it, and a fairly decent accessorized heavy shell. Lexan, admittedly, but it's not a lightweight shell by any means. It's got a winch, you know, it's got some weight on it, that rig. This stock form is significantly heavier than that is. I haven't got a set of bathroom scales, basically out of embarrassment, so I can't really tell you how heavy this is exactly. I'm sure if I can dig out the specs for it, the weight for it, I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, I'm gonna go heavy, and that's probably why these tyres are a little bit on the firm side. They feel sort of slightly overinflated compared to, you know, your standard crawler tyre. In fairness to these tyres, there's not a lot wrong with their grip. You see it bending? Can you see it? See the back wheel? I'm not pushing down, I'm just pushing across. So for me, that's plenty grippy. So I'm actually quite enthused by that. These are reasonably accurate tread pattern for the real Hummers. They are heavily treaded. They're not the usual, I'm trying to look for one but I haven't got one to hand, blocked military style tyres that I was maybe thinking about. So these tyres may stay. I don't mind them being a bit firm, a little bit of bulge on the tyre wall. So yeah, I'm pretty, I mean they are pretty grippy things, okay? Quite impressed with that. The wheels themselves are decent representations of the real thing. They're not great, I'll be honest. So what have we got? We've got metal bumper, plastic brush guard, I think this is meant to be, but it kind of just clacks back against the bodywork and it's bent. Can you maybe see it's got a kind of curve on it there, which is a little less than realistic. You've got the independent front suspension going on there. It's pretty firm. There's some pretty beefy springs in there. There's not a huge amount of travel. So it looks like about 2.5 centimeters of travel, and virtually no sag. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of tyre squish. That's what I was talking about before. Did I say sag? I might have done. It doesn't fully rebound. So once it starts doing its thing, it will probably start hunkering down a little bit. So by now you probably guys all know, you know, there's lots of scale details on this thing. I'm not going to walk you through from front to back because we'll be here all night. Some really nice little features: a strong metal door mirror on both sides with a revolving and mirrored mirror. Lovely little bonnet catches either side, so you've got actual working bonnet catches. Bonnet lifts up to reveal, oh you can't see, to reveal a false engine. Underneath there we have the electrics bay, and look, there's the 16 channel receiver, all 16 channels there, but there's no sound or light kit. And the reason that I was so kind of determined not to get that, apart from the price, was I can't stand blinking indicators. No, really, it was because this space is ultimately where the battery's going to live, so I can get some more weight over the front of the truck. So there's a nice big space here. I should be able to get the battery in there, no worries. I've got the servo in here, which I've already got a replacement on the way, because I would imagine it's probably borderline too weak. We'll see, but I have got a replacement coming nonetheless. So yeah, a nice 16 channel receiver there. So I'm really not sure I'm going to get on with the stick thing. It'll be a learning curve of some epic proportions. But yeah, that's my main thing, is I've got lots of space in there now to get a good battery in. The battery as it stands, again, you may realise this, you may know this already, or you may not, goes at the back. So you've got a working hatch. Oh, it's got a little metal catch on it, look. It's got hydraulic rams on it, look. I mean, it's just... you could just sit and play with this, couldn't you really? Should we try and get the hydraulic thing to work? Go on. Go on. Ding! Yeah, metal hydraulic rams, beautiful. So in the back we have a scale kind of plastic looking box, and that's where the battery lives. We've got a Dean's connector on there, and that I'm pretty sure will take the usual sort of stick pack. I've also got there's a 50 caliber machine gun tucked away in there, and what looks like a tripod or something for it. So you've got a choice of weaponry to go on the turret. Oh, and by the way, I should say there are some rather delightful looking metal hinges and pins. It's got more pins and chains on it than Susie and the Banshees. That's a shout out for you, Steve. You know Susie and the Banshees, right? So, there we go. Terry, you're too young, you won't remember Susie and the Banshees. You're a teenager. Look, so even the little hatch comes down at the back. So yeah, this looks like some... I don't know whether these are clipped in or screwed in. I'm going for screwed in. Lots of lights to have illuminated, lots of side lights, orange indicators and brake lights and things, all beautiful. So I will try and get some lights in this in my own inimitable fashion. Fire extinguishers at the ready. So this is obviously the shell's plastic, but everything underneath. Oh, I say everything. These tow hooks, well, if they're metal, they've got like a plastic coating on them. I'm going to say they're metal, but yeah, plastic coating on them maybe, but there's a proper little spring-loaded... Zoom in on this maybe? Come on camera, don't fall asleep on the job. I'm in the shadow, I'm in causing shadow, yeah? Little spring-loaded back catch thing there. Beautiful. Let me put these back together again, otherwise I'll do that later. More fingers and thumbs at the moment. I've got the new truck shakes. That is a medical condition, I understand. Right, to the side we've got a metal exhaust pipe. This metal exhaust pipe runs all the way along to the front, which is really scale and utterly pointless. Maybe you can put a smoke kit. I think the armoured personnel carrier, 6x6 armoured truck Mad Max looking thing, there's a smoked version of that. So I think you can get a smoke kit, and it might be that indeed you can have some completely non-scale smoke puffing out of here like Thomas the Tank Engine. Knock yourself out. Now the doors, apparently they, oh look at that, little hatch on there. Look at that. So you've got full scale interior, seats. I can't show you this because it doesn't come across on camera, but these are actually rubber. They're like the tyres. The actual black seat cushions feel like, well they are, I say they feel like they are rubber, like the tyres are. No idea why, but they are. Brilliant. And that's really nice. It's going to make it a little hard to get figures to sit in the seat, because normally I'd cut the seat base out so the figure sits into the seat like a normal person. Anyhow, that's going to be an interesting little thing. Oh, they come off. Oh, there you go. Cushion, scatter cushion almost, you could say. Hooray, scale points already in the back. So the turret rotates freely and makes a bonus machine gun noise. How awesome is that? It opens up with another little click, and that, don't want to bend or break something, but that is meant to, oh there we go, that cracked in the middle so you can have it wedged open. So the idea is you get the gun in here and the guy stands up on the platform in the middle of the transmission tunnel and you know, starts hosing down the old bad guys. And then gets shot by the guy behind him, but that's another story. So there you go, there's my Hummer. Now what am I going to do with it, aside from add guns to it, which of course is essential, is I'm going to spray it. This is going to be done in NATO 3-tone camouflage, just like my Unimog build. So I'm doing the Unimog as well, and that's also going to be 3-tone NATO camouflage, the sort of very dark green stroke black, the lighter green, this kind of colour, and the brown. So it's, and I'm going to be airbrushing it. So a whole chapter of fun and game videos to come, or intensely tedious videos, whichever side of the fence you fall on. But anyhow, for now, that's my Hummer. I'm not going to put a battery in and fire her up. I will kill myself probably by driving it into myself. I'll wait until I've got Terry around before I drive it into somebody, and you know, it's just going to go back and forwards and the wheels are going to spin and it's going to turn. So there's nothing much to see if it's turned on anyhow. But so far, very impressed. By God, it's heavy, so you know it's not going to climb too well. Yeah, very exciting. So anyway, thank you very much for joining in. Hi, here I am. And thanks for watching. And check out the SnowRunner stuff. If you haven't already, check it out, alright? Put a lot of time and effort in. We're big SnowRunner fans and hope you like what you've seen on those. So yes, new playlist beckons, I think. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and this has been my HG P408, I think it is, whatever it is. Hummer, hey, Humvee. Excellent. See you all later guys, bye.